Okay, so we're back at 6.5. This is the second video. Let's do one now when you're missing some degrees. And when you're missing some degrees, you have to take that into account. So if you notice, the dividend only has the cube, the third degree, and the constant, so it's missing all the others. Now you either have to leave a space for that, or you have to put in, some people put in zeros. They're just for visual effect. So I could say I have no x squareds. I can say I have no linear terms. I know this one is factorable, but we actually want to do this by long division so I can show you the skill. Okay, so either you have to leave a gap for the x squared terms and the linear terms, or you can just say that they're zero. It's up to you how you want to handle it. It's just that you're going to need this column and you're going to need this column here. Okay, so let's get started. What times the first term makes the first term? That's going to be an x squared, and we're going to distribute it to both. Okay, and then this one times this one is negative 3x squared. Don't forget to opposite the sign. So this one becomes opposite, this one becomes opposite. That's why I say opposite instead of negative. It's just opposite of whatever it is. Alright, so this one became positive. Now this counts as a zero. This is just for our visual, you know, this is just pretend. This is like a ghost term. So 0 plus 3 is 3. Alright, now I'll bring down the next term here. It's a ghost term. Alright, now I've got to make this. So to make this from this, I have to multiply it by 3x. So then that's going to be 3x squared. And then times the second part, minus 9x. Got to opposite the signs. That goes away. 9x. I'll bring down the next term. Okay, so now I got to multiply this by 9. So 9x, then times the next term, minus 27. Got to opposite the signs. This goes away, and this goes to 0 also. Okay, which again means if the remainder is 0, the divisor is a factor of the dividend. Alright, so the answer, by the way, is the quotient. That's what we were looking for, the quotient. So the answer here is x squared plus 3x plus 9. Okay, let me see if I can squeeze another one in here while we're at it. Okay, wow, this one's a long one. Alright, the first thing your brain wants to look for is the dividend missing anything. Fourth degree, third degree, second degree, linear, constant. We're all good. We got all the parts. It's not missing anything. It doesn't need a gap or a zero. Alright, now the divisor isn't missing anything either. Quadratic, linear, constant. Alright, so let's get started. What times the first term makes the first term? That's going to be a 4. That makes the 8x to the 6, because you have to add the exponents. So 4 makes 8, 6 plus 2. Oh, nope, it's 2. My brain was doing 8 twice. Okay, so that's going to be 8x4. This one's going to be 20x3. This one's going to be 28x squared. So if you notice, they're all in the correct column. Alright, let's opposite everybody. Alright, this guy goes away. This is negative 18x cubed. This is negative 41x squared. You got to bring down the next guy. Alright, so let's do this again. So we're going to need a negative 9x. Alright, it's going to give us negative 18x cubed, negative 45x squared, minus 63x. Alright, opposite everybody. Alright, what are we going to get here? 4x squared, 10x. We play it again. Okay, plus 2. So 4x squared plus 10x. Oh, I didn't bring down the next guy. Let me do that. Okay, 4x squared plus 10x plus 14. Oh, wow, look at all the examples I picked. They're all factors. A lot of times you do get a remainder. I know mine aren't doing that, but a lot of times you do get them. Okay, so that's the answer right there. And, okay, let's do this one. This will be the last one. So hopefully we'll get a remainder on this one. Alright, the divisor's missing a term. Okay, now it's up to you. You don't need to put a 0 in here. Some people do. You don't need to do that. It's just that over here you have to keep the columns under the dividend, and there's no columns necessary over here, so you don't need to do that. But for some people, they prefer to do it anyway. Alright, you guys know the drill at this point. So 2n squared, so that's going to end up making 2n to the 4th. If you're going to do this, then this is always times 0. So this would be plus 0n to the 3rd. And then this times this is plus 8n squared. Again, you have to keep everything in the correct column. If you don't do this, you just have a gap right here, which is fine. Right, you're going to opposite. Alright, that goes away. 7 minus 0 is 7. Negative 1 minus 8 is negative 9. Bring down the next guy. Alright, let's do it again. What times the first term makes the first term? That's a 7n. Okay, this times this, 7n cubed. I'll put the green thing in for those of you who like that. That's going to be plus 0n squared plus 28n. Okay, let's opposite everybody. Okay, that goes negative 9 minus 0 is negative 9. 32 minus 28 is 4n. Minus 49. Okay, let's do it again. We're going to get a negative 9 here. Okay, plus 0n. It doesn't really matter whether you say 0, negative 0, 0 is not plus or minus. It doesn't matter what sign you put there. Okay, minus 36. I got to opposite the signs. Okay, that goes 4n. Negative 13. Alright, great. We got a remainder on this one. So the final answer is 2n squared plus 7n minus 9. And then you usually write the remainder over the divisor. So the remainder is 4n minus 13. The divisor is n squared plus 4. So that's technically how you would write the answer. You put the quotient in front and then the divisor over the remainder. Okay, gang, that's it. That's it for division. I'll catch you. Bye-bye.